hearing that thing, that's kind of long. I'm going to have to cut it down some. But overall, why am I here? I was in the middle of negotiating a very serious case for a client, and I was approached about coming to speak to potential law students and current law students, and I immediately said yes, hopped on the plane, canceled the discussions that were supposed to take place today, and I'm here. Because that's the duty you owe. Like that's what the professor said. You have to understand something. The money's fine. The money's going to be there when you all become lawyers, whatever profession you want. Big firm, small firm. The money will be there. But you have a duty separate from what you're going to owe to your job. Every one of you in here, you have a duty to your community. You have a duty to come to events like this when you could be back at your firm, making money, going on trips, doing whatever it is you want to do. You have a duty to come and do things like this. You have a duty to go back and mentor some of the kids in the inner city where you grew up from. And though, I always tell people, don't get the big head because you're in law school. Don't because you wear a suit every day think that you're any better than the dude that you used to hang with back on the corner. Because I still got the same friends from 30 years. And they don't wear suits like me. But I didn't let they call it reading your own credits, start filling up your head and thinking that you're somehow better than the next person because of a piece of paper or a degree. Because what are you actually giving back? You need to use your law degree and use it in many different fronts, because what you'll realize is this. I used to get harassed by the cops when I was in undergrad because I had a New Yorker and I had it sitting real low. And so we get pulled over because our car sat too low. And now I'll represent clients who have been killed and harassed by police because I have the ability, because I went to law school and I know the law. There's a power in that you have to understand, which is why you owe it to go back to the community. Otherwise, the cycle continues, and you don't have anybody standing up for people that look similar to you. We have a big case in Georgia, actually it's all on CNN, it's on the news now, where a young African-American male was handcuffed and tasered to death up to 16 times. Wasn't fighting back, wasn't doing anything. Tasered to death, if you don't understand, with taser to death. And that's my client. And we took that case when it was about to silently just go away. It was going to be another young black male killed in police custody. It was going to silently go away. And now we're raising complete hell. I'm doing every interview in the country. Because you're going to learn a lesson from this situation. And that it can't continue. Young black lives aren't that easily dispensable, though you may disagree. So those officers have been fired, gotten rid of, policy changes. Now in Georgia, they may change the entire taser training and taser rules for the entire state. Because we decided to fight a case that a lot of people were like, oh, he must have been doing something. He must have, well, maybe he wasn't. Well, I'm going to look into it. And he wasn't. That's the kind of impact, and here's the thing, that's not going to be some big high-value monetary case because it's against the city, and as the professor knows and the attorneys in here know, that's not big money cases. So if that was our only focus, or if that's going to be your only focus, you're going to let situations like that pass you by. When the change that's going to come about it probably may protect your kids, or your kids' kids, because now that officer is going to know, you know what, I really want to punch him in the face right now, young black guy, he ain't going to do anything. He may have a quick flashback to what happened to his boys a couple of years ago when a situation like that occurred. Little things that you do can have big impacts during your representation. It's on you. Like, that's the biggest thing. That's why, I told Evangeline, of course I'll come. I don't care if there's 2 people. Because you're not going to get everybody. But if you affect one person, then it's a win. If one person now leaves this saying, you know what, I may enter a different area of law, or I was just thinking about money, but you know what, I may take that extra situation or go volunteer, or even though my boy annoys the hell out of me, I'm still going to go deal with him and try and bring him along. If that just happens, then it's worth it. And that's the duty that you all owe. Because, you know, y'all heard the bio and all that fancy stuff. That's cool. But I'm not supposed to be here. I mean, I grew up in Southwest Atlanta. Not the great side. I grew up in Southwest Atlanta. I mean, if y'all been to Atlanta, y'all know Southwest Atlanta. Cascade Campbell. So that, you know, and I barely could, you know, I read issues up until probably 5th grade. I have never, I've maybe made 2 A's ever in my life. I think that's because the professors like me. So the other message from it is, you don't have to be necessarily a shining star. The dean's list, the top list, all that's great, but I never was on it. I mean, I was, you know, my thing was struggle, survive. Struggle, survive. I get through it, and my mom don't beat me to death, then, hey, I'm good. I didn't have dreams of becoming some lawyer. I mean, I didn't want to be a lawyer. I went to Xavier in New Orleans thinking I was going to be a doctor. And then I took organic, and I was like, oh, well, what else is there to be in life? And quickly was like, yeah, that's too much math. And there's too many girls down here, and I'm not studying. And then I pledged, and I was like, I'm really not studying. So, you know, found another calling and wanted to do public health. And went down the street to Tulane after I finished there and got my master's degree. And that was what I wanted to do. I mean, I thought I was going to be in the public health field. I moved to Chicago, worked for the EPA. And it's funny that God puts you back on the path you're supposed to be on. I got put on a task force where we would go out to different sites that have been contaminated. And we would do educational things with the community, like to see what was going on. We went to this small town, and this isn't classified anymore, we went to a small town, and the whole town had cancer. I mean, you know, the cancer cluster that was there was so ridiculous that it was shocking. And I had become desensitized to seeing a lot of stuff, but we got down there and everybody had cancer. I mean, odd cancers, different things. We just knew there was a contaminant situation. And it kind of made me mad. Like, I was, you know, we were working, our thing was the go-between. We were the go-betweens between the company that they did something and then the local community. And meeting with the local community, it started just making me mad that innocent people were getting messed up like this. Because what we found out is the big company had left something in the concrete, donated the concrete, and the whole community had been paved with it 50 years ago. And so what they didn't add in, the geniuses, is that the sun is going to break down the concrete and those chemicals are going to invisibly start coming up. So kids that were 5 years old playing on the playground were breathing it in, and by the time they were 20, they had cancer. Whole community, I mean, a whole community. And there was this young white guy representing the whole town, fresh out of law school. And he was fighting a massive company. And we would ride around with him, we'd go on the boat so we could see where how close the complex was to the community. And he was getting killed. I mean, this dude was getting murdered, man. They had like 50 lawyers from the big firm. And it was just him. And just seeing that fight on his side, seeing that, you know what, if he did win, it was going to make a big impact for that company and for that town and things you can and can't do. I was like, I can sit on the sidelines and be the go-between, or I can be this dude trying to fight. And I applied for law school. I was like, if I get in, I get in. If not, all right, I already got a job. And my mom's going to kill me anyway when she finds out I'm quitting my job and going back to school again for the 3rd time. So I was like, you know, forget it. If I get in, cool. If not, you know, either way. Applied to a couple schools, got in. I still was on the fence, and I went and visited Howard. I was like, well, I'm done. I'm going to law school. Because I loved it. What I loved, the environment of it. I mean, I had been to HBCU before, and I had been to Tulane, which is not an HBCU. And what I enjoyed about the HBCU experience, especially for the law school, was the environment. The fact that you can go talk to your professor like a regular person in their office. If I didn't understand something, I'd follow my professor right out of his office, and he'd be like, Mr. Stewart, leave me alone. I'd keep following him right into his office, and we'd talk. And what I realized, talking about some of my other friends, that's not common everywhere at other law schools. The environment where the other law students are trying to help you out isn't common everywhere. Where if you need an outline from a 3L, they won't blackmail you to get it or make you go run 5 miles around and hit 4 backflips and do all kinds of stuff. It was a better environment. Now you'll have your, we call them shooters. But you'll have your people that they ain't giving you an outline, they're not trying to help you, they're not trying to, do anything whatsoever to help the next law student. You're gonna have those. But overall, it was a helpful environment. And you're gonna have those same kind of people when you're a lawyer that don't want to help another lawyer out. And you could be that person, that's fine. But what you gotta realize, even during law school, and even when you're a practicing lawyer, that doesn't get you ahead. Hiding that outline from the next person don't mean you're gonna get the A. It's the luck of the draw. It's the luck of the draw. Or he may have just studied something else longer than you and still get a better grade than you, and you knew you could have shared it with. So what? It's the same thing when I practice law now. I got a young lawyer who may come up to me and want advice and or talk to me, or they want some documents from a big case that we want. I could not give it to them, thinking that somehow that's going to keep me at the top of the pile or make me more money. What's the point? A, it's enough to go around. You better believe that. And B, you look out for somebody else, you're going to be in a situation where someone looks out for you. It just goes around like that. One of my early mentors told me the reason he would never pay for a case or do something illegal is God is going to bring you the right situation. So you're going to be in situations where you're lawyers and you got to make decisions. Just like you probably know, or some of your friends know, on the street. You got quick money and long money. Think of all your friends that made the quick money back in the day. Where they at now? Other than jail, shot, here, there. But boy, they were balling when you were in high school. They had I'm not even gonna say the car because it'll show how old I am. What we thought was tight compared to what y'all think is tight. I was about to say Volkswagen Rabbit or y'all like, what the heck is that? But they had, I was gonna say 5 stars too. Y'all would start laughing at that. They had quick money, but long money, A, is more valuable, but you're going to be in it longer. And it won't tempt you to make the wrong decision. That's A, going to take your bar license, or B, going to have you behind bars. And that starts from now. I mean, you got to start making decisions now while you're in law school that are going to affect where you end up at. I just went and talked to, it's called a rehabilitation program, 5 young black males who had a felony already. But the judge, wanted me to come talk to them to, let them know that, there's a way out. And what really disturbed me when I went to talk to them, and I made everybody get out the room, judges, security, what you gonna do? I was trying to bluff. I'm from Southwest too. What you gonna do? So security left. So I was in the room with them. We're talking. I said, well, what's wrong? Like, why? Like, young guys, man. And they're like, what's the point? They're like, what's the point? And I was like, what's the point of what? They're like, life. I mean, like, dude, it's a wrap. I don't give a F. What's the point? And I was like, I don't think I understand. They're like, man, what is the purpose? We can't beat the system. That's why I do what I do what I want. I don't really care. Like, you can't beat the system. I didn't finish high school. I didn't go to college. Like, I ain't got no fancy suit like you. And the level of hopelessness that they were discussing wasn't because they had gotten popped for a felony. That was their mentality from elementary school. It just led them to finally getting caught. Because when we just really started talking, I learned a whole bunch of stuff they had done. But that level of hopelessness and worthlessness was there since birth. And fed in the community, and fed because all they were around and all they spoke to and their role models had the same I don't give a crap mentality or quick money mentality. And they didn't see any of y'all. And they didn't see any of y'all because y'all thought y'all were too good once you made it to go back and talk to them. Or too busy. Oh, I got a brief to write. Oh, I got this to do. Oh man, I want to go kick with my boys. That's fine. I understand that. I could be literally at home making hundreds of thousands of dollars right now. But it's a choice. You could choose to go mentor somebody. You got time. I would be like, who has a PlayStation in here for all the guys? But I mean, you got time. It's just what you want to do, man. And that's the real part of decisions. All of it boils down to what do you really want to do. And my only example is you could do both. You could make money. You could give back, like try and mentor people. You can try and talk. And it doesn't take a lot. It ain't like they move in their house with you. But simply go and talk to them. Go and talk to them. Just let them know that how imperfect you are. Even though our bios love to make it sound perfect, I mean, tell them how imperfect you are. When I go talk to an elementary school, the first thing I tell the kids is, how many people struggle with reading? And I raise my hand too, like, I couldn't read for a long time. Now, that's what I do for a living. How many people, parents or doctors or there's lawyers in the family? None of mine. I mean, they were Delta. My mom, retired. Like, we weren't rich. So they start relating to y'all. And all you need is hope in that situation. I wanted to become a trial lawyer because of my internship in law school. I interned with Willie Gary. I didn't know African American lawyers could do that. Could do the stuff that he was doing. I literally did not know. I mean, I didn't really know any lawyers, and I was in law school, so I didn't know you could have a plane. Not like ride on one. It's yours. Like, no, that's like it's your car. Like, no, that's my plane. I did not know that. I didn't know that there was a black law firm. Maybe I was stupid, but like, I didn't know that a black man could run a law firm. I thought you worked for a law firm. I didn't know that. So when I'm working for him, I'm like, what is this? Like, whatever he does, I want to do that. Because wherever we went, he was immediately respected. When we were interacting with people of the opposite race, he was not flinching. He was not bowing down or hiding or, no, he was the opposite. He wasn't shy. And he told you, I mean, you make life what you make it. You just can't be scared to do it. So that was the mentality I took is, look, I'm not going to be scared of anybody. Which is why it works out in trials. I don't care what color you are. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you've been practicing and wrote this book and done this. I'm going to beat you. I'll beat you in front of a jury. Period. Because I'm going to talk to them just like I talk to y'all. I don't change and get all fancy. People have the wrong mentality of what law is. I talk to them just like I talk to y'all. Because the jury is 12 regular people. That half of them are not going to understand the fancy, crazy words the other lawyers trying to throw at them and sound all proper. I'm going to talk to them like I talk at a family reunion. And it works. Because I don't have to put on airs. I don't have to pretend to be something I'm not. I'm going to talk to them regular, tell them about my client, and that's it. And you're not going to intimidate me, which is something y'all have to start developing now, which, you know, it comes with time. Is I would go to a deposition with a opposing counsel who was not the same color I was. He's very older, seasoned, and at first you're intimidated. Like, oh man, I'm going against somebody that. But when you really think about it, why? Why are you intimidated? For what reason? Because the one thing about law, this is the one fact that I can promise y'all. Whatever they know, you can know it too. Literally, it's in a book, it's in a witness. All you have to do is bust your butt and find it. Because like I told you now, in all these complex cases, I'm not as smart as them. I outwork them. If they work all day and they sleep 8 hours, I'll sleep 3. Because I will find that information. You might, you know, have more degrees than me, but I'm going to know the case better than you. Because I have put in the work to do it. And that's something you need to start developing now. I'll outwork you on a case that any of you can beat the opposition because you can outwork them. When we were at Howard, we won this national mock trial championship. Beat Harvard, Stanford, a whole bunch of other schools, first HBCU to win that competition. Everybody was shocked. It was actually funny because when they were reading the name of the winner, everybody thought they said Harvard. So they were like, the winner is Howard. And everybody was kind of like, I say Harvard? Or Howard? To the point where the announcer had to lean forward or read it again and say, no, I said Howard. Like, that's how shocked everybody was that we won that competition. And we had the same mentality at that competition that we did, that I do in law now. We weren't scared of them. We weren't intimidated by the big name schools. We knew we were the only HBCU. We didn't care because we knew our stuff. We were sleeping at the law school to get ready for the competition. Were they? That's the same mentality that you need to take into the practice of law. If you want it, you can get it. And it's just like the decisions you make if you want to go back to the community, help out, join boards, because everybody's going to want something from you. Everybody's going to think you're their free lawyer, the family lawyer, right, the free consultant. Your boys are going to think you're their free entertainment lawyer. Everybody's going to want something from you. Every community organization from your whole town, everybody's going to want something from you. And you could not have time for anybody. But just see how far that'll get you. So start working on it now, because I tell people the fame, the cases, the verdicts, the money part, that's fine. That's cool. But being a lawyer isn't a job. It's a responsibility. And y'all don't understand the weight of that. It's a responsibility. You are constantly running, doing something. When I get back to the hotel, I got to read 2 briefs, go through some more documents, wake up at 5 a.m., get on another flight, go back to LA. It's a duty and a responsibility. And if you don't get it now, you're going to be the rolling stone bouncing from job to job to job because they're unhappy. You're not unhappy being a lawyer. You're unhappy with the duties that are put upon you when you become one. So practice now. That's what law school is for. Law school is practice for the real world. Like the first said, there's 40-hour weeks, 80-hour weeks. That's what life is. So jump off the ship now if you ain't ready. But you can't, because we need African American lawyers. So just get ready for the responsibility that you got and know that it's not just for a job or a check. And never get caught up in your bio. That's all I got.